In today's competitive business environment, it is imperative to ensure your employees are performing at their best. Spark Consulting can help you get there.
Hi, I am Kenny Thompson. I have been in human resources for about 4 years in client-facing roles focused on business process improvement efforts and data analytics. I specialize in employee experience and I am passionate about helping people and organizations maximize performance. With me, I have Lindsay Robbins and Victoria Ferritz.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Robbins, and I have been in HR my entire career. I focus on employee experience and specialize in performance management and selection. I am a huge fan of StyleBox and would love the opportunity to work with you.
My name is Victoria Kelsey Frericks. I've helped found and fly multiple consulting groups, including Spark Consulting. I've been leveraging meta-analysis and operational data to advance corporate visions and pillars for over 20 years. I focus on employee experience, and I help many HR departments realign their priorities to increase their retention and ROI.
We get StyleBox. Your customers and your employees are at the heart of your business. And so there's an opportunity. Customer satisfaction surveys reveal that customers are less than satisfied with their customer service agent interactions. And I have no doubt that your agents have good intentions and they just need a solution. And that solution is a robust performance management system for your customer service agents to address customer concerns. It's just another way that our solutions bridge the gap, addressing customer concerns while also empowering your team to perform at their best. And finally, we bring expertise. We have developed performance management systems implemented by top companies like you see here, BarkBox, Ipsy, FabFitFun, Salesforce, Microsoft, many who have large customer service organizations, and even some that are subscription-based, just like StyleBox. And so by implementing these performance management systems, we've really been able to optimize employee performance and drive business success. And I'll point you to the quote on the slide from one of our customers, where they point out we were really instrumental in their performance management project. It's one we are really proud of, and we had the ability to really improve efficiency and productivity and share our knowledge in macro and micro change management, which helped the entire process and project really go through with ease. Now that we've shared more about us, we want to go into our approach and what that would look like at StyleBox. So our process for developing a performance management system with you is done in 3 phases. And so the first phase involves a work analysis. And so this is really to identify the key job, tasks, skills, and competencies required for success. The goal here is to establish a clear understanding of what is expected of your customer service agents, including the skills and knowledge that they need to have, and then also how they will be evaluated. Phase 2 is the development of the performance management tool. And so the second phase involves identifying the performance metrics that will be used to evaluate employee performance, as well as the graphic rating scales that will be used to document and communicate performance feedback. And then finally, phase 3 is the implementation of the performance management system. And so this involves training employees and managers on the new system, communicating expectations and processes, and then providing ongoing support and feedback. It also involves monitoring the performance management system to ensure it is being used effectively and then making adjustments as needed. And so overall, this three-phase approach is designed to ensure that the system is aligned with your goals and your objectives, while also providing clear expectations and feedback on employee performance. And so we know that by taking a systematic approach to performance management, we can help you improve your customer service agents' performance. We can help increase productivity and ultimately drive business success.
In order to complete the work analysis, we plan to partake in direct observation of StyleBox employees. This will help us analyze the tasks and jobs that they do every day on the job when interacting with customers. We will also host focus groups and interviews and conduct a survey to gather information about StyleBox's current and desired customer satisfaction methods in both employees and customers. In addition, an analysis of current operational and market data, including NPS, CSAT, CES, and sales data, will be conducted. This will allow the identification of KSAOs and all of the other items that are required for success in the role. For successful completion of the work analysis, Spark Consulting will request StyleBox's participation in the work analysis process. 8 customer service agents will be involved in direct observation for 4 days. 24 customer service agents and 18 leads will be involved in 4 one-hour focus groups. 2 to 6 customer service agents or leads will be involved in 2 to 6 30-minute interviews. The employee survey will be deployed to all customer service agents and leads, and the survey should take approximately 10 to 15 minutes per employee. All customers who opt into the surveys will be asked to respond to a 1 to 3 minute customer survey. And the StyleBox team and Spark Consulting will engage in a 1-hour transfer meeting and discussion of all operational and market data that exists. With StyleBox's assistance, we expect this first phase to take approximately 3 months. This will provide adequate time to analyze and explore all the existing employee data, create and conduct the focus groups and interviews, schedule and complete direct observations, and conduct employee and customer experience surveys. This detailed timeline shows the project to completion.
After completion of the work analysis, the second phase is the development of the performance management tool. So in other words, this is how we measure customer service agents' performance. I think it's important to note here that the performance management tool is really one critical component of a larger performance management system. So we'll focus on the tool here, and then we'll go more into the implementation and other parts of the performance management system in phase 3. So a robust performance management tool benefits the organization, employees, and managers. Employees gain better understanding of the results needed in their roles. They also understand how to maximize their strengths and weaknesses. And then managers gain insights into their team members, clearer performance communication, and also have a more motivated and engaged workforce. We understand that StyleBox defines its employee culture and values through 3 fundamental tenets: integrity, innovation, and trust. It's important to us to make sure that the new performance management tool and system is aligned to those company culture and values so that they are continuously operationalized. Additionally, it's incredibly vital that we align StyleBox's new performance management tool with the performance management fundamental requirements to ensure that the tool is effective. And so these include congruence with strategy. So in addition to being aligned to your culture and values, we also want to ensure that it represents StyleBox's strategy. Thoroughness, we want to ensure that the performance management tool and system is thorough and that it covers performance for the entire time period that it should, meaning if we're measuring by quarter or by year, that the performance management tool measures that properly. Practicality, we want to ensure that the system is available, plausible, and easy to use for your team leaders and your team members. Specificity, we want to make sure that we're providing specific guidance to both raters and ratees about what's expected and how they can meet expectations. A lot of this will happen through the training for raters and also the communication for ratees that will be part of the change management plan. And we'll talk more about that in phase 3. Discriminability. The system should allow for clear differentiation between effective and ineffective performers. So you should be able to use the tool to know who is effective and who isn't, and allow you, StyleBox, to provide the proper support where necessary. Reliability and validity. We want to ensure that our tool helps us actually measure performance in a reliable and valid way. Fairness and acceptability. We want to ensure that the outcomes of the system are just and equitable to all of those involved. Inclusiveness. We're also incredibly committed to developing systems that allow for participation of both ratees and raters. And so we are always recommending that ratees provide their own performance evaluations and play a really active role during interviews. And then finally, meaningfulness. So measurement should only include matters under the employee's control. Interviews and appraisals should occur at regular intervals, and results will be used for important HR decisions. And finally, implementation of the system is seen as an important part of everyone's job. Essentially, we need everyone on board to get this right. We've talked about aligning to the culture and values and the fundamental requirements. So now let's talk more about what the performance management tool will actually measure. And so when we talk about measurement, we're really looking at 2 types: objective measures or results-based, and then subjective measures or behaviors-based. Some potential objective measures for StyleBox's performance management tool could include average resolution time or time taken to resolve a ticket, average response time or time taken to respond during a selected time period, first contact resolution or how frequently an agent resolves interactions in a single reply, and then interactions per ticket or number of customer responses to agent replies. And then additionally, subjective measures. So potential subjective measures include peer ratings. So back to what we were speaking about earlier about how important it is for individuals to participate in the process. Self-ratings, supervisor ratings, and then customer service ratings. And graphic rating scales will be created to measure key knowledge, skills, and abilities as determined by our phase 1 work analysis. And then again, in alignment with StyleBox's values of innovation, integrity, and trust. Dependent upon the work analysis and then also the validation of the knowledge, skills, and abilities, which will happen through that work analysis, StyleBox will be provided the recommended objective and subjective measures, including graphic rating scales for peer ratings, self-ratings, supervisor ratings, and customer serve ratings. These recommended rating scales will represent one part of the performance management system and will be provided as a document for StyleBox to review. And I would say with your cooperation, we would expect the development of the performance management tool to take about 6 weeks. And this gives us adequate time to develop the criterion, host stakeholder feedback meetings, finalize those graphic rating scales, and then deliver the performance management tool. And finally, closing out, this is the detailed timeline of phase 2. You can see phase 1 above that, and then in the grayed out area, and then phase 2 will take about 6 weeks. And now I will hand it over to Kenny to talk about phase 3.
For our implementation, we're going to have 4 main focuses, including performance appraisals, performance conversations, goal setting, and training for raters. We expect the implementation of StyleBox's new performance management system for customer service agents to take approximately 4 months. This timeline will allow sufficient time to train supervisors and raters on the new system, disseminate information to all employees about the upcoming changes, and ensure that all the essential components of the system are in place and fully operational. While deploying the implementation of the performance management system, we will request that StyleBox utilize the templates for the performance appraisals, structured evaluations, and performance conversations that Spark Consulting has provided.
Closing out, we firmly believe that Spark Consulting is what you need to ignite your performance management process and create better performance to drive employee and business success.